Hi, this is Ash from Crack Minis, and today I'm going to be building some terrain. I say terrain, but it could pass as a diorama in the right light. I started by drawing up a basic sketch of what I wanted. What I wanted to make was an executioner's platform. I wanted it wider at the bottom than it was at the top. It had to have stairs going up to it and a chopping block in the middle. Once I'd finished my sketch, I decided I needed a place to start, and I wanted it to be round, so I grabbed a plant pot from my dad's greenhouse. Problem is though, plant pot's a bit tall, so we have to cut it in half. Now it's got a hole in the top, so I'm going to have to cover that with some foam core. I cut it down to size, and then I hot glue it in place. I had a couple extra pieces on because I want the front to be slightly higher, so it's got some steps. These are the actual stairs going up to the top. I made them off camera. Once I get the stairs in place, I start putting on random bits of foam core, offcuts and things like that, just to vary up the edges before I put the terrain paste on. And now it's time to glue this onto a base. Once I started gluing everything down, I decided that I wanted some metal plates to go along the bottom, and I needed an anchor point for them. So I decided to print off some I-beams on my 3D printer. Also, I wanted to make a little platform, and I needed something to support it. Now that I've done all that, let's turn this into a nice crusty top hat. Plastic card down to size for panels. They seemed a bit barren, so I thought, you know what, I'll put some spikes on them with green stuff. I wasn't overly happy with the green stuff spikes, but I left them on there just for now, just to see if it grew on me. And then I started gluing on I-beams because it was looking a bit boring. Well, I let them sit for a bit, and they did not grow on me. I did not like the spikes, so I pulled them off. And I decided I needed something else for spikes, so I had lots of I-beams, so I cut them down to size. Overall, I was a lot happier with this look, but it was missing something. It needed to be more riveting. I hope you enjoyed that. It took me 2 hours to make it. everything was looking a bit flat, so I wanted to make it look a bit more raised. And I did that with some sand and gravel. This is one of my favourite things to do. I like sprinkling things on, so yay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you're going to be doing this at home, don't forget to put a mat down because it gets messy. I was having loads of I-beams. I had some barrels lying around as well, so I thought I'd glue them on there. Anyway, so save your pieces. Add it to the bed box. It'll come and add it later. Usually how it works. Put green stuff on the chopping block because it was looking a bit plain. This is where I put on the obligatory chains. They're obligatory because they're in every episode. I've always got chains for some reason. And added some skulls onto the floor around the bottom of it. Because executioner's platform where people get beheaded, so it made sense for me to have skulls everywhere. And now it's time to start painting. This one I actually enjoyed painting on. I don't normally enjoy painting as much as I did on this one, to be fair, but yeah. It's time to paint. Started off with a base coat of desert sand from Colour Forge. With this, after the spray paint, I wanted to paint the top of it grey, but it was coming out too light because of the base coat, so I got out my airbrush. It's pretty handy. It's only small, does the job. It's quite loud though. Let's see if I can get it to. But yeah, I only use it for vehicles mostly. It's just big flat surfaces. But it came really handy in this one, especially with the highlights and trying to get things just a bit darker. I did a lot of dry brushing on this one, and just to get the colours right, and then a lot of metal work. Just tons of rust. Loads of effect paints. There's a lot of washes, a lot of dry brushing, more dry brushing, highlights, washes, dry brushing, over and over again until I got it looking the way I wanted it. And then I started doing the barrels, which was 3 coats, a different colour. It's getting slightly lighter until I got them just the way I wanted it. So originally when I was drawing this out, I hadn't had any plans on putting miniature on the top, but the more I did with it, the more basic it looked, and I realised it needed something extra. So I had a look through my model box, my pile of shame, and I found something that I thought would fit pretty well. You've seen it because you've obviously looked at the thumbnail, or if you haven't, it'll pop it up on your screen in a second. Okay, so this is the miniature. It's a General Minotaur from Zealot Miniatures. Sorry, not General Minotaur, Minotaur General. If it was a General Minotaur, it would just be a normal Minotaur. But yeah, this model's sick. It's probably one of the most detailed models I've ever had. I didn't do the best job of gluing it together though, unfortunately. So it looks a bit skew-iff with the horns on the back and stuff. But yeah, I really enjoyed painting this model. I'm going to leave a link in the comments below or in the description, depends which one I remember to do, in what order I remember to do it. Yeah, this was an absolute joy to paint. Also, there's one thing that surprised me about this is it's anatomically correct. Just leave it at that for anyone who buys it to find out. And now it's time for the glam shots. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. I'm going to keep making them regardless, but it's nice to see people enjoying them.